What's good, YouTube? Back with another video. It's your boy John. Welcome to my channel. And today we got another reaction for y'all. We got Halloween in San Francisco animated story by Young Don. It's so good, man. If you want to see the original video where I be talking over the jump, laughing over, blabbering over, you feel me? Link gonna be in the description, man. But without any half stuff, let's get into this video.
There was literally a humongous gay pride flag flying over the city of San Francisco. So I turn to Bianca and I'm like, where are we? And then she looks at me and is like, didn't you know San Francisco is totally like the gayest city in the world? So then I'm like, oh my God. My first time in San Francisco. This is one of my favorite memories, man. I have never thought about this story and not cracked a smile, which to a lot of people, if they look at what happened during the trip, they wouldn't get it. But I'm getting ahead of myself, man. So let's take it back, shall we? It's the day before Halloween 2016, and at this time I was still living with Q. If you don't know who that is, make sure to watch my last animation, The Friend I Betrayed. Bianca was still around as well. Watch the I Wasn't Ready to Be a Dad video if you don't know who she is. So Bianca comes into the room and was like, hey, do y'all want to go to a Halloween party tomorrow night or what? And me, being a turn-up connoisseur, my obvious answer was yes. And Q, always being down for a good time, also said yes. So then she was like, yes, okay, great, pack your bags because we're leaving at 5 in the morning. So then I'm like, skirt. What you mean 5 in the morning? Pack our why we gotta pack our bag? What are you talking about? So she's like, chill. It's at UC Berkeley, which is like 8 hours away. So chop chop. So then I'm like, oh well, in that case, fuck that. Girl, is you crazy? And who you telling to chop chop? Why would I drive 8 hours for a Halloween party? So then she's like, stop. Why you gotta be such a dick? Come on, you've never been to San Francisco. You can't live in California and never visit San Francisco. Come on, don't you want to see the Golden Gate Bridge? So I'm like, 1, yes I can, and 2, I've seen the bridge, okay? Full House was one of my favorite Nick at Night shows. I've seen the bridge. Listen, if Q wants to go, then I'll go. Q, you want to go? Yeah, dude, sure, whatever, I don't care. So off we went to San Francisco. 8 hours we had to drive from San Diego to San Francisco. And I probably would have went insane during the trip if
San Diego's beautiful out here.
Q. Because halfway through the trip, he leans over to me and was like, hey bro, you trying to hit this magic? So then I'm like, bro, Wingardium Leviosa, my G. So after a couple hocus pocuses, Q and I weren't even in the car anymore. We were on a magic carpet, my G. Bianca, of course, was driving and was also being a baby. So she passed, but Q and I were flying, my G. So fast forward and we finally arrived in San Francisco. And the first thing I noticed as we approached the heart of the city was that in the middle of the city, overlooking all of San Francisco, was the biggest and the gayest flag that I have ever seen in my life. And by gayest, I mean there was literally a humongous gay pride flag flying over the city of San Francisco. So I turn to Bianca and I'm like, yo, where are we? And then she looks at me and is like, didn't you know San Francisco is totally like the gayest city in the world? So then I'm like, oh, so now I'm looking out.
He's from Jamaica, that's why.
When someone drags you to the safari, you expect to see a couple giraffes and shit, so yeah. Anyway, Q and I are still heavily enchanted, and now the magical munchies were in full effect. So we look around for the closest food store, and there happened to be a coffee shop. Bro, I got this vanilla mocha latte thing. This was the best cup of coffee I have ever drank in my life. I have ordered this exact cup of coffee dozens of times before then, and I don't know if it was the magic or the crisp San Francisco breeze, or if San Franciscans are just 10 times better at making coffee. But this was the best cup of coffee I have ever had, my G. I think about this cup of coffee at least twice a week to this day. It was so good that while I was drinking it, I seriously thought about just jerking off right there on the sidewalk like a crazy person, okay? It was that good. I felt like I was supposed to bust a nut by the end of the cup. I could spend an entire lifetime trying to recreate the moment I took that first sip and would fail miserably for the rest of my life. Have you ever had an experience with food like that? It was perfect, my G. So we leave the coffee shop, and the first thing we run into was a dude geeked out of his mind. Like, right after we got the coffee, there was just this one homeless guy just slumped over, standing in the middle of the sidewalk, drooling on himself, and all I could think was, yo, he must have had some of this coffee and couldn't handle it. Poor guy. But I completely understand, bro. So we walk around some more, went to the stupid bridge, and it was a bridge. It was red, cool, like I said, full house, so not impressed. And then finally, as night befell the city, we went to UC Berkeley. Turns out though, Bianca didn't really have a plan for how we were gonna get into these frat parties. Oh yeah, they were frat parties. Surprise! I mean, she could have got in because, you know, she was a girl, but Q and I got rejected every time, you know, because it's a frat party. To get in, you gotta know somebody in the frat. If you're a guy, their whole thing is trying to get as many hot girls into the party so that the frat guys can play Thomas and Friends with the girls. So we just ended up walking around the campus in our last minute costumes, and then we went back to the hotel we booked for the night.
Not Thomas and Friends.
That was it. The end. So touching back on the first part of the video is, if you look at this story, there's nothing crazy that happened, nothing special that happened. But every time I think back on it, I always get happy, yo. And I don't know if it's a combination of how dank that magic was, how good that coffee was, how beautiful San Francisco was, or the fact that I went with good people, man. But the moral of the story is to just do things, yo. If you get invited to something and you don't have a real reason not to go, just go. Don't set any expectations. Don't go thinking that you have to have a great time. Just go and be open to the experience. And if you go with good people, I would say more times than not, you will leave the experience being happy that you did. I want to give a special thanks to everyone who's been tuning into the new Secret Sauce Society series. You know, it's like a vlog, but better. You got to just watch it to see what's up, man. I honestly believe that I'm just as good at making those as I am at making animations, man. I know a lot of you, most of you, know me for making these animated story time videos. But, you know, I honestly believe that I was put here to make art and to make more than one kind of art, and everything that I put out, everything that I show to you guys, everything that I give you from here on out is going to be quality. So if I drop a video, a vlog, a podcast, music, anything, give it a watch, because if you're into those things, I promise you it's going to be the same quality that you're used to, the same level of entertainment that you're used to here. It might be different, but good. So if you haven't checked out any of the vlogs, I've dropped 3 so far, go ahead and check them out, man. I'll link to it at the end of the video in the description so you can check it out. Also, be on the lookout for merch, so make sure you have on your post notifications. We're gonna be dropping.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the video right there. There's a whole bunch of talking going on. I thought the video was gonna last this long, but yeah, man, that's it for the video. If you wanna see me react to something else, comment it down in the comment section below, like, man. I don't even know what I was about to say, and I don't. What was I about? I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Until next time, man. I'll let y'all.